Hi guys, it's Wendy here from Wendy Wise Beauty. Thanks for stopping by. Today I will be doing another Lattafa Pride video of two of their new perfumes plus a Zara perfume. I have seen that Lattafa has released quite a few new fragrances in the Pride series, and I looked at the booklet when I received this new one here, Queen of Arabia. I am excited again about Lattafa. So I will not keep you guys hanging. Let's get into it. This is Queen of Arabia. Guys, look at this packaging. It is even more beautiful in person. I received such a surprise when I opened Queen of Arabia because it said nothing about this on the Lattafa website. I dug into this and then I got the surprise of my life. This is the inside packaging of Queen of Arabia. It is stunning. I don't know if you can see the filigree on here, this gold detailing. And when I opened this gorgeous box for the first time, look at what is inside of here. They have included 4 beautiful atomizers, travel atomizers, with one of the new Lattafa Pride perfumes. I am not even sure if it is already released, so I am going to tell you guys what you will get in here. But first, let us look at this beautiful bottle. Isn't this stunning? The back, the front, everything is perfectly finished. The color scheme, it just works with the bottle. And the 4 samples in here, it is Le Collection Antique, and then there is Massa. I have never tried Le Collection Antique. I also did not buy Massa because I was not too crazy about what is the perfume called? I will leave it at the bottom. I believe it's a perfume by Jean-Antoine Barrois. It is so popular. And there is Ish Al Shuyuk Gold. I was so happy to get this because I got a sample and I loved it. But I already have Wujud from Zamaya, and it's the same DNA. And also there is a new perfume in here from the Pride collection. It is called Dream of Haze, and I am also going to review this one for you guys today. And these are the decants, travel atomizers. The names are nicely written on here in black, and by looking at them I do think they are reusable, so you can travel with your favorite perfumes. Queen of Arabia, this one, it is an inspiration of vanilla powder. The notes in here, they are a little bit different to vanilla powder. There is coconut and salt in the top. The heart, it is heliotrope and sandalwood, and the base, it's vanilla and dry amber. Guys, I have been testing this one out, comparing it to vanilla powder and some of my other inspirations. When it is sprayed, immediately you know what the inspiration behind the perfume is. I smell vanilla powder when I spray it, and if you love vanilla powder as much as I do, you will not be disappointed. And even better, this one, it does have a little twist. When sprayed, I do get lovely floral sweetness. In Queen of Arabia, the base, it's formed with sandalwood as opposed to Palo Santo However, the two perfumes, they are quite close. And I think if you are like me and you have a couple versions of vanilla powder, then this is appreciated, you know, a little twist. The opening of this one, it's just as beautiful as the original. The florals are already there and the coconut note, it's a bit more pronounced in the opening of Queen of Arabia as opposed to the original. In vanilla powder, you do get teased with a powdery coconut note in the opening, but it's not pronounced. With progression, the coconut note, it opens more. In this one, it is already there. And I do find Queen of Arabia, it is a bit sweeter than the original. The powder in here, it can be attributed more to the heliotrope because this is the type of accord that I do get. It's floral, but it's a creamy heliotrope middle laced with coconut notes. And also this one, it does not need, or it does not have a very long journey before you get the actual perfume. So in the middle, the sandalwood, it's already there. And the base, it is sweet woody. And this is a little bit different to vanilla powder. In vanilla powder and also vanilla pods, which is from Volare, in this one, the Palo Santo note, it's discernible, it's beautiful, and in here, it's the sandalwood, it's a fragrant sandalwood, it's crisp, sweet, woody. It does not overpower this delicate dance in the fragrance of coconut and light, sweet floral notes, but the sandalwood, it can be sensed and it adds grounding, some structure. So this Queen of Arabia does not become too sweet because when it is first dosed, there is some sweetness to the perfume, a bit more than in vanilla powder. It does tone down a bit. Queen of Arabia, it's very close to the original. I would put this about 90% to my nose and me sampling the two perfumes side by side. This one, it's a bit more on, I would say, the denser side of things. It has a bit more body. It is also quite potent. In the first 2 hours, it projects more than vanilla powder, and after, I would say, about maybe 3-4 hours, the perfumes are the same. I can only expect this one to get better with time. Lattafa Perfumes, they normally do. The Lattafa Pride collection, which is where this is placed, they are quite potent perfumes. I will not say that the projection at this time and the longevity is over average throughout the life, the wear of the perfume. Guys, I am so happy for this, especially this gift, you know, of these 4 beautiful samples. It is so nice to get such a nice gift when you are not expecting it. I will review the Queen of Haze after I am done with this one by Zara. It is called Immortal Vanilla, and one of you guys told me about this. I never thought to look for vanilla powder at Zara. The notes are coconut, magnolia, caramel, and amber. So the composition, the note structure, it deviates a bit from vanilla powder. This one, it's a nice inspiration. It is vanilla powder, but to my nose, it has a bit of a bigger twist. Zara with Immortal Vanilla, they have done their own thing. This version, it is lighter, airs out a lot more, and there are some, I wouldn't say subtle differences. It is the twist in here. A gorgeous inspiration despite of this being a lighter formulation. It has excellent sillage. When I wear this, you can say it wraps around me, and despite it being lighter in formulation, it is not fleeting. Not as close to the original as Queen of Arabia of Furs and White or Vanilla Pods, but I do appreciate it for what it is, and especially when it's hot, because this one, when you spray it, you know, and you wear it, I get more an eau de toilette type of dosing as opposed to a denser eau de parfum. One difference is the coconut note. It's not as pronounced in this one. The floral notes, they are more on show, laced with coconut. The base, it's a bit more ambery as opposed to woody. Also caramel, it's listed in the heart. It does add sweetness, but early on in the composition, I do not get any type of caramel note. It's just sweet. When it gets into the base of the perfume, I would say about half an hour after having dosed Immortal Vanilla, then I do sense some caramel, but it's not such a strong caramel note that it would interfere with this very nice floral accord. I would not consider this to be caramel gourmand. There is magnolia in here, but it's more of a green fragrant magnolia. It's not very creamy. This one, it's more of, I would say, a fabulous flanker. I love it. I do pick it up a lot, especially on hot days. When I got this, it was very hot here. I was testing out another version of vanilla powder, but as you can see, I have worn quite a bit of it because it's just so easy to spray it and go. Definitely worth checking out, especially if you are laden down with vanilla powder, you like the DNA, but you are looking for something a bit different. So now we are on to Lattafa Pride Dream of Haze, guys. A little bit of annoyance, you know, about these new booklets from Lattafa. They are no longer including the perfume notes. I have seen that in the older booklet, especially Niche Emirati, when I was waiting for the perfumes to come versus when they were launched, some of the notes had changed, you know, which caused a little bit of confusion. So maybe this is why they are not doing this. And here are some of the other perfumes. This one, it is called Manouf. By the way, there is also a King of Arabia, and I will let you guys know at the bottom what this is inspired by. If I do remember correctly, it was a YSL perfume. There is also Autan, and this one, guys, look at this. As soon as this appears, I need to have it for the bottle. It is called Oriental Leather, and the leather perfumes from Lattafa, they tend to be a bit strong, but this bottle, it's just so gorgeous. Dream of Haze. I will not spray too much. I don't want to waste it because like I said, I think this is capable of holding 10 milliliters, I would say, but it's only about 5 milliliters in here. They are not full. Let me see if it's written in the back. I could not find it on the back of the perfume anywhere. When I first sniff this, I get floral, spicy. It's definitely a complex fragrance. It has notes of honey, mint, tobacco in the top. The heart, it's artemisia, lavender and cinnamon, and the base, it's amber patchouli and tonka bean. Definitely one for the colder days, depending on how you like your perfumes, but it's a gorgeous creation. I looked online to see if I could see what this is inspired by. I have seen Enclave mentioned, not sure. There is not much about this one. It is different, a refreshing DNA. I like this because for a while there, you know, Lattafa was a bit stuck in the department store, and there were different versions of the same perfume in the Lattafa line, the Pride line, the Niche Emirati line. I was getting a little bit tired, and I do have another one from this new Pride release. They are not washed up DNAs. I love this upon first spray. It smells expensive, very sophisticated niche. It is not a very young, playful perfume. With young, I mean juvenile, yeah? It is more of a perfume. When I smell this DNA, I would definitely say 25 and above. I inhale this so hard, you know, because the opening, it's very aromatic, and then it is laced with this spiciness. I just cannot get enough of this perfume. The journey, it's beautiful, the dry down, but the opening, it is the most beautiful aspect for me. There is tobacco listed in the composition, but I do not get a strong whiff of tobacco when I spray Dream of Haze. It's just a little bit here and there. It becomes more discernible as the perfume settles, but it is not tobacco like we know it as a tobacco accord. And honestly, this is nothing smoky. It's more of a herbaceous tobacco note. It works with the other aromatic notes in the composition. Also, there is a light bit of sweetness as the perfume unfolds, but it is not a fragrant honey smell. This is also more of a helping note. The lavender note in the forefront, it is definitely present. It's a beautiful lavender, not medicinal. It's more pulling, fresh, herbal. Also, the artemisia in here, I do smell some of it in the opening because it's quite aromatic. Artemisia can at times smell, you know, like a medical practice, because it does have a very strong medicinal accord sometimes, but in here it's not the traditional artemisia note. So if you are afraid of tobacco, artemisia, these type of notes, they are not full accords in here. To put it this way, they are helping, mixing, propping up the blend. There is a nice dose of cinnamon. I can sense it. It adds warmth to the perfume. It is not too dense that it would get funky. At the end of the day, it adds spiciness, pep, life to the perfume. And being that I do think Queen of Haze is more geared towards cold weather, the cinnamon note in here, it's definitely necessary to warm things up on a cold winter's day. The base, it's an earthy patchouli laced with tonka bean, but it's a blend. So a lot of the notes, they carry on throughout the life of the perfume. Guys, this one, it's a bit more on the complex side, but it's a beautiful perfume and well worth adding to your collection this fall, especially winter. In terms of projection, longevity is average. At this point in time, it does not project like hell. It is quite a new perfume. I expect it to get better. I will come back to you guys on this one. As soon as I can get it in stores here, I will buy it. So this one will go into life after maceration. At this point in time, trying what I got in this free sample, it is an average, normal eau de parfum. I will definitely be keeping this packaging for Queen of Arabia. I don't want to lose this. I will be reviewing all of these perfumes. Granted, some of them are older perfumes, especially this Ishq. I was happy to have it because so many of you guys told me it's a phenomenal perfume. So there's more to come. For those of you who are not subscribed but you are here, don't be shy. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you as a subscriber on this channel and hope to see you again soon on my channel. If you hit the like button, send me some comments. I do know that you are watching.